Good evening. I've ummed and ahed about doing this, but my friend Stu, hello Stu, you absolutely delightful man. I hope you are well. As just said, am I going to do a video? So I'm going to do a video. Tonight, me and my lovely family watch the Daleks in colour. You're my lovely family, you weirdo. Watch the Daleks in colour. And I've got a number of thoughts, and they are these. I think, as a way to introduce Doctor Who to a younger generation, that is absolutely brilliant. I have to say that Humphrey is a fairly fidgety young man, and he managed to sit through that for the good majority of it and got a lot out of it. No, he did. He did, in comparison to some of the stuff we watch, he really did get a lot out of it. And he enjoyed it. Winnie particularly enjoyed it, but then again, she was hyper-identifying with the Dalek all the way through and had concocted some sort of narrative whereby they all had nicknames and stuff. But we had fun, and that's the main thing. I think it goes to show just how the pace of television has changed. This is stating the obvious, isn't it? But I seem to recall, I've not gone back to watch the videos, I seem to recall finding the Daleks the last time we watched it an interminable trawl. And as iconic as it is, I just don't think, to your average viewing audience, the Dalek stands up as a piece of television these days. I don't think that's hard to deny. That did, though. Now, I do think, and I think Liv slightly disagrees with me, I think some of the editing is the best they could do, but it felt a wee bit clunky in places. Some of the transitions just felt a little bit rushed and stuff like that. But I've seen... No, that's fine, and that's good. I've seen all sorts of whinging on the internet about, oh, the flashbacks, oh, the this, that and the other, oh, the new music. That's absolute bobbins. I think they really have taken the source material there, used all the modern trickery that we've got. Not all the modern trickery, but, you know, there's various bits and bats where you could see what was going on. And they've tried to retell the story of the Daleks with the resources they've got. And I think that's an absolutely brilliant notion. I'd have never have dreamed of it, but I think it really, really stands up. I love the fact also as well, and I had a brief chat with Winnie about this during it, how they've tried to almost retcon it in places. I think they've taken out any notion that the Doctor does not know of the Daleks prior to that meeting. Which obviously, with retrospect, unless you subscribe to the theory that time is continually being rewritten during the course of Doctor Who, the Doctor must know. He has to know. It's inconceivable he doesn't know when he lands on Skaro that the Daleks are a thing. So that's absolutely brilliant. I think that's a really canny little subtle nod. I also think that it's absolutely delightful to give yourself every opportunity you can to be reminded of how brilliant Ian and Barbara are. Barbara in particular, I know we've said this a million times, but what a pair. And I have to say... What? We'll come back to you in a minute.
No, I want to edit that.
What?
Barbara, what a pair.
All right. Behave. Thank you.
I thought I didn't like Ian when he was...
goading them.
Yeah, goading, that's the word.
Yeah, do you know, I think that was probably a victim of the editing. I don't recall that being anything other than a subterfuge on his part. And I think, and it did come across in that a little bit more aggressive, because you're taking out the breath, and that's fine, because the Daleks is too long. It is way too long in its original form. Anyway, there we go. I really, really enjoyed it. And the thing is, it just goes to show that the essence of Doctor Who is consistent throughout any of its eras. I think that's, even back then, the second ever story, that essential note. I tell you the other thing I loved, the tension between the crew. Now, that's something I struggle with these days. So I seem to recall, I can't wait to get to this, when Capaldi and Clara are travelling together, the tension between them I found disconcerting. That there was proper drama, and I don't know if it's just the fact that it's the early days of having met this new character.
Well.
Yeah, and I do think that my take on Terry Nation and all that kind of thing. But for a first roll of the dice, that's there's some brilliant ideas in there. And maybe, let's be honest, if we can revisit Terry Nation and have all the flipping Nazi-ness cut out, the overt Nazi-ness, it's got to be there because it's part of the fabric of the Daleks. But, yeah.
The Doctor's hair was greyer than I thought.
Really?
I thought it'd be white.
That's a really lovely... yeah. That's a really interesting thought. Was there anything else colour-wise that struck you? The flower was really pretty.
Quite lurid, weren't they?
Yeah, and I think that.
It wasn't like realistic colours.
No, that was befitting.
Sort of
Oh,
spacey retro feel.
the Daleks desk with the dials and stuff. I really enjoyed the sort of geometric. That was really good. I liked all that. That was really
And
cool.
the Daleks having the blue spots on.
And the blue spots on the Daleks. Yeah, you said that. I like that. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. I mean, listen, it's tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow. I'm so excited. I've been talking about it non-stop. Everybody's sick to death of me, but you guys are here. We're here together. It's okay. We're not going to talk about the episode that's on tomorrow for years, probably. But when we get to it, we can reminisce and it'll be wonderful. So listen, enjoy tomorrow. If you're watching this tonight, enjoy it tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely flipping awesome. Cannot wait. Talk to you all about it in some form or other soon. Bye-bye.